Give us some cash. Are you on drugs? Can I have some? We don't seem to be getting through.
You on drugs? Cannot have some.
Where's the couple prop? Well, here it is. Right. Give it to me. I said give it to me. Right now.
Come on then,
Alright.
let's do it.
Bear with me.
Hello and welcome to... Oh, that's annoying. Scooter. And some screaming children outside.
If we wait for complete silence, we'll never get started. Or finished.
Okay.
Or anything.
So, welcome to The Last Sofa, the sister podcast of The Last Seven, with me, Dan Rowley, and my co-participant, Ken Trainer.
Hello
Right, Ken?
everyone.
Yeah, it's the last evening I'll be sitting on this wonderful. So I'm genuinely upset. The last evening I'll be sitting on this glorious sofa. I've already decided I'm going to sleep on it tonight.
Why don't you tell people the story of you and the sofa?
A long time ago, about a year or so.
Over a year. It was in
Oh man, it's been so long.
beginning of March
Fuck.
2014,
Oh shit.
I think, or maybe beginning of April. But I'm pretty sure it was either the beginning of February or the beginning of March when Sarah told me they were moving out.
All right. So yeah,
And so
just,
in that time you
Yeah.
were approached, weren't you?
it was just about predates the last seven then. So yeah, John and Sarah from downstairs, owners of Bramble, our cat's on again, off again boyfriend, on again when he was living here, off again now that he's moved away. So yeah, that was a shame for her, but bonus for me because they needed somewhere to store this enormous, comfortable sofa until they found a new place to live, and then time went by, more time went by. Yeah, just adopted it really.
So I remember it for the first 6 months. And I recall for the first 6 months you were really like anxious that you were gonna get a phone call one day, and that it was going.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was pretty antsy for the first couple of months. Yeah, just
think
thinking, not getting used to it, and just really enjoying it, but showing it off, having people around. Why not sit on the sofa for a bit? It's a rental. I was always always honest about it. Worst thing would have been is if I'd have fibbed, which I'm prone to, and told people that it was like my sofa, and then I'd have to get rid of it because of some lie. But you would have known for a start. So that would have been.
Yeah, but bad. Isn't it? What do you mean you told people it's your sofa? Well, like you've made a point of saying, "Come in, like kid, this is my flat. Come on in. It's nice to see you. This is my sofa."
Yeah, I'd be weird.
Why would people assume that it wasn't your sofa?
I just make a point of saying that it's like that it's rented, or like it's just in storage, because it's so brilliant.
And you don't think people would believe you'd have such an amazing sofa?
No. There's a fucking Squiff mattress behind you, my friend. It's closed bottom bar, there's toys fucking everywhere. There's 2 heaters that we've had since last winter that is just going to stay here now for winter.
Well, we're over the hump in the year, aren't we? On the downward slope towards
take
winter.
them back to, they came from work, but I've taken them back. Now he's just going to like add mess. It'll definitely arouse suspicion. So like, oh yeah, where were they? My house. Oh.
Yeah, it's not worth it. No one's ever asked
Yeah,
where are those
right.
heaters. No one's noticed that they're gone. So,
All that stationery, all that petty cash. So yeah, about my dwelling. Yeah, and there's that bed over there that I've tried to cover with a Manchester United throw to, tie the room together, but it does look like a bed. That
it is a good point because when the sofa goes, when it goes back.
We loads of space.
But like the other sofa that's still here will go back into.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But it's tiny.
Yeah, the terrible. Yeah, it's basically a big chair. Although I've lost a bit of weight since the last time I was on that sofa, so I might be able to fit on it properly. Yeah, I didn't think of that. But well, it doesn't disguise the fact that I'm still fucking mortally wounded by the fact that this sofa is going to be leaving me tomorrow. But there we are.
Today is also...
Settee la vie.
Sorry, I started with that amazing joke you've been working on for a week. Settee la vie.
No, like I said, Gumtree, man. I'm gonna get the guys. Hopefully, before we go to Green Man, that'd be amazing. If I got a sofa in here before we went away, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. We'll see.
Today is also the 2-year anniversary of us flying back from Edinburgh.
Is it really? 2 years ago. What, when we actually flew back, or?
I think so.
All right, okay.
I think so, but I'm not totally sure. I haven't done any actual research because I've got my 2013 diary, like my work diary somewhere, and it's obviously written in there. You know, annual leave, going to Edinburgh.
Oh yeah, I've got my diary from there as well. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to find that out.
Yeah.
I think it was really worth doing, actually, keeping the diaries, even though they are for work. The leave that's written in there, it's significant. So look back at that one day and go, oh yeah, that guy. And
I need to keep mine because I often if I've not got a notebook handy, I just write like phone numbers and useful information on the pages.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
then
yeah.
I never get around to transferring them anywhere sensible.
Yeah, you ever like use the note, like not have any paper with you, but realise you've got your diary, and there is a notes section in the back. So like every now I did, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Every now I flick to it and go, oh yeah, fucking hell, and then just never, then don't look at it again.
A couple of pages though. It's not extensive.
No. I don't know what notes you're writing. Like the address book in the back as well, and that's an odd one. Like nowadays, you know. I'd like to have a desk at some point. I'd like to be in a position where a desk would suit a house in which I was living.
Gumtree, mate.
Nah, it would. I couldn't have a desk in here, man.
All right. Don't bother then.
What do you mean?
Just saying. You want a desk? Go and get one then. Oh no, it doesn't suit. I need to get a new house first.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this house? Describe it to me.
It's got a desk in it. I know that.
Right, yeah, well we've established that.
Big chair, big comfy chair. Yeah, and a diary. I'd like a big diary, big desk diary. And I'd be in a position where I'd have won the lottery or something. So it'd be fly to Bermuda, fly back.
Yeah, you'd be rich enough to take the diary with you, like you just put a bag on the hold of the plane that could hold the diary.
Yeah, I don't think I'm making the best use of this opportunity to imagine.
No, really, it's like having Tone in the room, really.
Thanks very much. Yeah, I'm trying to make up for it. I'm quite tired, man. It's been a long week.
Yeah, me too. I've brought someone with me. Do you want me to crack it out now?
Yes.
It's interesting because I was going to say a big shout out to Josh. Because I've got the latest issue of The Voice magazine.
Oh, excellent. Does he still work for them? Firework. Cat just shit herself. Oh yeah, we're recording this on Josh's birthday. Our good friend and long time listener, big time fan. Happy birthday, Josh. Pembroke Happist, mofo. You still work for The Voice?
No, he's not in here.
Oh no way.
Oh fuck! Can I do this then?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, sorry, Josh. I didn't realise, mate. I picked this up, Dan, right? Now, you'll see, like, in my professional capacity, I walk past and I glance, like, what's that? Because the cover's got a lot of text, sideways text on it. And I was like, what is that? So I guess it worked. Because it made me stop and read it. And it says, "This is our time. After decades of false starts, missed opportunities and negativity, this is the year that Newports and its surrounding towns and villages will rise. Voice has always been about promoting local businesses and the positivity of our communities. We embrace change, ideas and innovation. Let us celebrate the unique characters and hard-working people that make our towns, villages and city so great. The future is now. Welcome to the 2015 Annual V Awards."
The V Awards.
And I thought,
amazing.
I thought
I've been to them a couple of times.
it's a shame really because I got I'm doing some stuff soon and I was gonna get it in the magazine, but
What are you doing?
Fuck them now. What?
What are you doing?
For work, it's. I was telling you about it earlier. It's Recovery Month, isn't it?
Oh yes, of course. Oh man, got some fireworks going off outside.
It doesn't matter.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
This
Yeah,
one,
we're
this
gonna-
one sets the last sofa apart from from the last 7 is we don't give a fuck about the passing noise.
Yeah, and yeah, it's gonna go because it's Friday night and I want to get this done pretty quickly, so I'm not gonna edit it very much.
Yeah,
at all.
it's raw and uncut.
Yeah, uncut, and it doesn't mean there's gonna be more swearing. It just means that I've put little to no effort into its production. So enjoy. There's gonna be us. There's gonna be a lot of flicking through a magazine.
Yeah, you're gonna cry more about the sofa, I think.
Nah, man, I've made peace with that.
Have you?
Yeah. As soon as he phoned for the first time. Well, actually, as soon as I saw Sarah in town, and I was like, yeah, it's going. So yeah, made peace with it a long time ago. Still gonna hurt, and I mean it's gonna hurt the knees and the shoulders when we try and lift the fucker out of here.
What time's he coming?
About 10.
Alright, I'll probably be busy.
All right, sweet, nice one.
No worries, mate.
Cat will help. I'm sure of it. You're gonna help me take that fucking door off, mate.
I'll come and help if need be. We have to try and put the door back on as well.
Oh yeah, that was the
last
fucking
time.
yeah.
How the fuck do you hang a door? It can't be that difficult.
Really difficult. Turns out they're heavy, and got to keep some of it off the fucking ground, of course. What do we use? Do we use coasters? We bloody did use
I
coasters.
think so. Yeah, it was ingenious, mate.
Yeah. Well, at least we've got a bit of a.
And if there's any commenters listening, like oh, those wankers, that's not how you hang a door. Never had any problems with it. So fuck you.
Yeah, door's well hung.
Right. Anyway, enough of this door hanging sofa banter. Let me get back to this V Awards thing, right? The V Awards rules, right? Number 1, you can enter the awards as many times as you wish.
Podcast of the year. Oh, motherfucker.
You can enter as many times as you wish. Do you hear what I just said?
You can enter as many times as you wish.
Entries made via post, dropped into our office, collected by us, or as email will be counted. You can also leave your voting card anywhere that you see a V Awards 2014 poster. V Awards 2014, that's a mistake. They've cut and pasted this from last year. All winners are decided by the number of votes cast, so we could... Actually, shit, there's like...
Manufacturing win a V Award for Podcast of the Year. Podcast of Newport.
There's Landlord Publican of the Year. Okay, let's see. Greengrocer of the Year is a category, mate.
Oh.
Right. Are we going to agree now to make this happen?
What's that?
What do you think?
Greengrocer of the Year?
Yeah, there's only one Greengrocer of the Year. Gym/health club of the year. I know who I'm voting for, mate. Prom and party wear specialty year. Fuck that.
Oh, Jesus.
Right, that's why there was 2 awards for the thing. I think this just must be hinting at... It's not clear because it sort of seems like, oh, these are the people to vote for. Yeah, this isn't... It starts off, our time is now. Voting for this year's V Awards is now live. Here's how you can get involved. That's half a page. And the bottom half of the page is the Home Furnishings Retailer of the Year, and it just goes on from there. It's not clear at all that what this is all about, and there's like about 15 pages in here. But when we get to the end, I think we can agree that there's a few, because Family Run Business of the Year, Market Trader of the Year,
yeah, man,
still there. Outstanding Contribution to the Local Economy Award, well. South Wales Next Top Model.
I'm sorry, man. There's a reason for that bout of laughter, and it was the impending firework.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother saying it because it'd have to be bleeped out.
Exactly. Oh my god. One Direction #1 breaks streaming records.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, that's. Cilla Black in the chats, of course.
You know that actually, right? That was a complete waste of time. By the time I got to the end of it, it was total waste. Like, does that sum up Voice, the magazine? Do you think?
Yeah.
Or am I just being horribly cynical? Because it actually was a genuine waste of time. I know the listeners as well.
Yeah, you look upset. I'll be completely honest.
I just don't like being made a fool of, Dan.
Yeah. Looks like there's going to be another series of House of Cards by that ending. Watch the last episode just before we started recording this.
Claire. That was the last line, if anyone's...
Fucking wonderful, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Yep. Absolutely love it. You may have guessed.
Well, hang on a minute. for South Wales' next top model, the last 24. There's pictures of them in here.
All right. Well.
I don't even know how you pronounce that dude's name.
It's male models.
No, there's men and women.
I see.
I don't recognise anybody.
Do you keep up with the modelling world? Do you keep up with fashion?
No, but I don't know if this is... They're the next models, aren't they? They're not models now.
Would you expect? Do you run into models usually?
I've run into more since I started appearing on this podcast, mate.
Oh,
I'll be totally
yeah.
honest with you.
Right,
I've been mixing, you know, with a lot of local celebs.
Yeah, well, I believe the fireworks outside are in our honour. They knew we were doing this sort of spin-off today, so...
Well, they know it's the end of the year with the sofa going, and
Yeah, well,
to mark the anniversary of us missing that flight or getting that flight, whatever the fuck.
I'd like to think of it like that. Yeah, oh yeah, that's how you started this one. Yeah, fucking hell, 2 years ago. I'll be damned.
And of course, yesterday was the 70th anniversary of them dropping the atomic bomb on... Well, where do you stand, Dan? Is it Hiroshima or Hiroshima?
Hiroshima. I think that's how it would go, like, the anglicised Japanese word. I think that's how it should be.
The anglicised one.
Yeah, like the sort of it instead of... I'm not sure how a Japanese person would say it. Hiroshima.
Hiroshima?
Hiroshima.
Exactly, it could happen either way.
Ah, shit, man. Yeah, it does sound fine in either.
That's the problem, you
tone.
see. Accent is no clue.
Damn it. Yeah, no, I'll stick with that. I'll stick with it. I think it's the first one. I think it's the first sort of way I heard it pronounced, so I'll stick with that. There was a guy. Let me find out his name, man. The luckiest or the unluckiest man in the. Well, yeah, probably in history. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Cam?
I don't know his name.
No, but he's the guy.
I know what you're on about, though. Yeah, the guy that survived was in Hiroshima or Hiroshima.
Yep.
Yeah, when they dropped the bomb and stuff, survived that, and then got on a train to Nagasaki. Yeah,
That's right, man.
and was there when they dropped that bomb. So, yeah, he's either the unluckiest or the luckiest.
Yeah, Tsutomu Yamaguchi. Quality name as well. Yeah. He's currently the only person officially recognised by the Japanese government as having lived through the atomic bombings of both Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Amazing thing they brought up though was that after the atomic bomb went off, he was able to get a train.
Yeah.
A little while later.
Was he in the city though?
Oh, do you mean like was he?
Was he in the heart of the city? Because
Well, he wasn't vaporised, was he? So
no, but what I mean is like with the bomb. I remember on the 60th anniversary, which was 10 years ago, obviously. Then no, I remember watching a program then because there was a lot of documentaries. It was on the front of a few magazines and newspapers, of course. And I remember collecting them because it's a subject that quite interests me.
yeah.
And I remember in the one, it was like one of those sort of, it was like a documentary, but it was sort of not dramatized, but it was like you'd have an account, like someone's account of like them talking about the bomb, or
Okay.
it had been written down, and you'd have like an actor read it, but they'd have actors stage it. So it wasn't dramatizing; the people weren't delivering dialogue, but it
Yeah,
was
I know
showing
what
you
you're
the
saying,
stuff. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? And it
Normally
was
people in a control room and shit. Yeah, just
It
like
was-
mouthing stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and it was about this chap who'd, I think he was a doctor, and he'd been called out, and he'd like ridden his bike for like these like 15 miles or something to this, or 10 miles to this house. This, you know, his kid was ill, and he was there when the bomb went off. But it's like the shockwave of the blast. It doesn't stop by anything. It just rolls over the hills. It just keeps going for ages. So what I mean is, was he actually your man? What's his name?
Tsutomu Yamaguchi.
Was he like in the center, or was he, you know,
Let's-
out somewhere like that and he'd survived, or did he have to leave
Yeah,
to
but
get?
what-
Because I think as well, did he have to leave to get the train? Did you have to go to the next town?
Let's have a go, man. It's a relaxed attitude towards this podcast. So yeah, let's just calm ourselves down and have a read about this guy.
Find out.
He died on the 4th of January 2010,
Fucking legend.
aged 93. Succumbed to stomach cancer. Was a survivor of both Hiroshima and Nagasaki atomic bombings during World War II. Although at least 160 people are known to have been affected by both bombings, he is the only person to have been officially recognised by the government of Japan as surviving both explosions. A resident of Nagasaki, Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima. I've done a third pronunciation there, but I've paused in the middle. Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima on business for his employer Mitsubishi Heavy Industries when the city was bombed at 8:15. So it doesn't say where he was, specifically, man, but he was on business for his employer, so it's probably in the city, right?
Yeah.
Mitsubishi Heavy Industries.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
He returned to Nagasaki the following day, and despite his wounds, he returned to work on August the 9th.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say like, oh, this guy was like at the beach when the bomb went off and just claimed. I'm not meaning it like that.
No,
I
I
just
know,
was
I know.
saying because you're right. It does make you wonder like where. The reason I wonder where was he is because that's a good point. How the fuck do you get a train? Do you know what I mean? Like, surely the trains weren't going right into the centre of the city.
No. That would have required some severe engineering.
In fact, surely there was like just.
He went back to work on the day of the bomb. He went back to work. Sorry. Died in 93, man. So I'm sure it's okay, but it's not making light of actually what happened. But yeah, on the day. Take another day off. No, I should get back to work. It's all right. Yeah, don't be too prideful now. No, not at all. I'm fine. It was just a scratch.
Don't be too prideful.
Yeah.
What was that? Because he's Japanese.
No, I'm just saying, it's just going back to work like a ledge. But yeah, there's plenty of people worse off than me. He's a good man.
Well, it wouldn't. I don't even know if you get that. They detonate them above the city anyway, don't they?
Yeah,
They detonate
I'm
them
sure.
while they're still in midair. Because someone told me I don't know if it's true, but someone told me once that like if you were stood directly underneath it, you'd probably survive. Because of the way that the blast comes out of it.
Right.
Like if you were underneath, and it's from such a height that there's a certain.
Then you've got to get through the waste to all around you.
Oh yeah, you're still fucked.
Yeah,
There's all the radiation in the atmosphere, and it's in the rain, and yeah, I'm not saying you'd be fine, but then again,
Immediately.
But then again, Mr. Yamaguchi,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. I wonder if. Oh man, he's a fucking. In the early 1950s, he and his wife, who had also been exposed to the atomic bomb blast in Nagasaki, had 2 daughters. When the war ended, Yamaguchi worked as a translator for the occupying American Marines and then became a schoolmaster. He later returned to work for Mitsubishi, designing oil tankers. When the Japanese government officially recognised atomic bombing survivors as Hibakusha, is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means. We'll look that up. Yamaguchi's identification stated only that he had been present at Nagasaki. He was content with this, satisfied that he was relatively healthy, and put the experiences behind him. He pleaded for the abolition of atomic weapons as well. Which...
I bet he did, because he said lightning never strikes twice. It did for him, didn't it? He's like, oh fuck, He's thinking next time they bomb a city, I'll probably be there. And his wife was like, do you want, let's go on holiday. He's like, I'm not going fucking anywhere. I'm scared enough where I am. So
the QI episode that I referenced, it got a lot of criticism in Japan.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a bit of dark humour that was obviously going to revolve around it. Like we've engaged in this evening, but I don't think it's insulting at all.
That's the thing sometimes. Sometimes you need someone to tell you why they think it's offensive for you to be able to say whether you agree or not. And I can't think of anything, but that doesn't mean that someone won't take exception.
Yeah, of course.
Internet.
Yeah, damn the internet. That'll happen with everything.
It'll happen with the internet, mate.
Damn
That's
straight.
one thing I do know.
Yeah, Tsutomu Yamaguchi, Hero of the Week.
Yeah.
He's been dead for a while, but
Hero with the sofa.
Hero of the sofa.
Yeah, but it's significant because if you think about it, 70 years ago today,
Yeah.
he was probably on that fucking train.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
was yesterday, wasn't it? From when we were recording this. We're recording this on Friday the 7th.
That's
And I
right.
think it's the 6th of August is when they dropped the bomb on.
Yeah, I had it all in front of me, man, but now my phone's at least 30 centimetres away, so
Okay, never mind.
no worries.
It's the most chilled out we've ever done, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Good.
real
It'll
calm.
probably translate quite well. But you know, you're laid out on your sofa.
Yeah, really
so
enjoying
this. That's what it needs to. That's what it needs to. You know what I mean? It like just that's reflected in the tone of what we're doing.
Oh, quiz of the week's news. Ooh.
Probably fucking boring.
Yep, most definitely.
No, I mean this for anyone to listen to.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is that. Donald Trump took part in a presidential debate.
Yeah.
He's a real proponent of building a wall.
What,
Like
between USA and Mexico?
Yeah, like an actual wall. I don't. It's such a weird fucking plan. He said he doesn't mind making the wall. He doesn't even mind making a big door in the wall for people to come through legally.
A
He's
big door in the wall. Is that what he
I
said?
swear to God, mate.
Yeah, well, they've still got to import his clothes.
Yeah,
that
he
are
might be,
made
speak, he
in
might be speaking
Mexico.
figuratively, and they may say, oh yeah, it's just him having a go at fucking rhetoric and stuff. But he does mean an actual physical wall. So
I
why the
know,
fuck would
but-
anybody assume that he doesn't mean an actual physical door?
I think the problem with this is he is a very rich man who's basically lives in his own like kind of fantasy world where he's right about everything. I think he's a reactionary fucking fool.
It's
And I think that like he's surrounded by people that are sycophants just, you know, feed that. But the problem is that I guess it, you know, given that we're talking about the United States of America, there's probably every chance that he could be president.
well, let's hope not, man, because it's fucking.
Well, I hope not.
It's like he's putting him there as a fucking as a show. Nobody takes it seriously, or rather, they fucking
Well, I hope
shouldn't.
not.
Well, no, they shouldn't take it seriously. But
Is he the American Nigel Farage?
no,
Is
it's
that what you're saying?
no, it's just no way, no. Nigel
I
Farage
don't know,
is
mate.
fucking
It's stacking up a
a
bit.
million times smarter, and I hate Nigel Farage.
Yeah, but Trump's made a lot of money, so he must have some smarts.
Yeah, some. But making money is mostly about being in the right place at the right time and being a fucking asshole about
Well,
it.
yeah, true. At his level, it's about being a fucking cunt of the week.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
hey.
most definitely. Try to sew it in as much as possible. Try and keep it as what's it called? Linked. I was going to think of something better than that. So yeah, he slagged off the.
Yeah, that's the subtitle of the show. We were gonna think of something better. But,
The last 7 because there's nothing else to do. So
I should list some other things I was gonna do.
no, he had to go at one of the moderators. There were 3 moderators and like 10 people on stage. Fucking ridiculous. It's weird, the debates, because they rarely fucking like argue with each other. They don't debate. They answer questions. So it's odd. They got a weird idea about debating. It's because it would be fucking amazing. It would be too real. You'd have to see quite a bit of that. You know, because British politicians, they're schooled in how to debate like properly. You know what I mean? Facing prime minister's questions and people, you know, people shout at you in the House of Commons and stuff when they disagree. So it's a difficult thing. But like in American politics, it's not about that. It's more about image. But British politicians have that, but there also has to be a lot of fucking guile, a lot of personal responsibility for your own.
Do they not do those
words.
big? Like, I've never thought about this before. Do they not do those sort of debates in America then? Because I'll be honest with you,
There's no prime minister, dude. There's no
the
like
system that they have, like in terms of like the different houses of
Congress and representatives.
and
Yeah.
you know, I don't quite get how it all
Yeah,
all
they're
works.
full of congressmen and senators. I'm not sure in which
Yeah.
order. I should know from after all this bloody House of Cards.
Yeah.
I did do some preliminary research just to get my foot in, but it's pretty complicated.
I was gonna say, it sounds a bit more streamlined than the British system, but then I know it's not.
But then
It's-
look at the only thing that people don't take into account a lot is the size of America and
Yeah.
and the size of the UK. It's
Yeah, and we've
fucking
still,
massive, man.
Yeah, I know, and that's a good point because ours is still. That is probably why things are slow moving there.
Yeah, it's huge.
But the British one is like, it seems disproportionately large and complex. You know, relatively
Yeah.
speaking.
I think it's because it's really, really, really old, and in an attempt to keep tradition alive, you just have to keep adding titles and caveats and responsibility to the same thing. So
Yeah.
whereas there was like you know, Minister for Fields or something back in the day. He's the Minister for Agriculture, Health, and
There's a few of them though, isn't there? There's loads of odd ones. The cabinet's huge.
yeah. What's the one with fisheries in it?
Tobacco and fisheries.
It's where you buy your smoked mackerel.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we don't need two departments. Merge them into a super department.
Yeah, that's right. Department of
That would be good if they should do that.
The Department of Culture and Firearms.
They should merge some of the departments just to see what happens. Just a new approach to politics, just like mix it up. And when they do a cabinet reshuffle, they don't just reshuffle like the ministers. They reshuffle like pull names out of a hat, and it's
that's wicked.
Mix them together.
And we've got Mr. Speaker John Bercow as Minister for Agriculture and Sewers. Plop, plop, plop. Yeah, some fucking. Oh, it was a weird.
Go quite well together, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not too bad actually. I think it was too linked because I was thinking agriculture, poo, and then sewers. I'm not even sure there's a minister for sewers. So
yeah, I suppose there's links for all of them really. Like you couldn't be like guns and health. You know what I mean? They're all linked together.
Amazing. But the tagline for that department writes itself.
From cradle to grave.
From cradle to grave. Shooting people and making them better.
So they can shoot each other again.
Yeah, that's right. That's it.
Minister for Transport. There's a Minister for Transport, Minister for Health, Agriculture, Tobacco and Fisheries.
Yeah. Tobacco and Fisheries.
It's because I was thinking of the alcohol, tobacco, firearms.
Sewers.
There's a drug czar, a dance czar,
A dance
business
czar.
czar. Was not Arlene Phillips a few years back?
Dance czar? What the fuck? Government advisor on dance.
Nah, it wasn't quite that. I'm being unfair because I think that officially it was like a dance champion or something to get people like go out and get people encouraging people to dance because it was like encouraging like it was fun exercise. It got people mixing social blah blah blah. Someone decided it was important. It would sound good in the press. I don't know what she actually did.
Because Strictly
I'm
Come
just saying
Dancing
that
is popular. So like, yeah, not only is that, it's exercise. Look how fit they are. It's like, yeah, the professional dancers. It's not dancing that makes them fit. It helps loads, but they can dance because they're really, really fucking fit. Stupid diets and fucking hours of gym work and stuff. So like, yeah, it's the dancing that keeps me fit. Yeah, it's something that you do because you're fucking really, really, really athletic, and you wanna. That's how you want to express yourself. So no, dancing's not good exercise. It's shit.
I don't think you really get like the czars anymore. I think it must have been when Gordon Brown was still Prime Minister.
Comrade Brown.
No, I think it's.
With
I think
his
it's
czars.
a. I think it's a New Labour thing, isn't it?
Ugh.
I mean, I'm saying czars. It's not really. I mean, that's part of the joke. I think.
Yeah.
The sort of left wing thing, but I think it's just. I think it was the way that they'd get like essentially celebrities in to advise or like really famous. Like Alan Sugar was like. They turned him the
just
business
a fucking
side,
film of
didn't
him
they?
like walking to Downing Street and everything. Yes, from the Prime Minister Jamie Oliver, like recipe books. Like, look at all these signatures, Prime Minister. Imagine all the fucking. What do you want me to do with those signatures? Read them? No, it's symbolic. Well, just use blank paper then. It's ridiculous. You've wasted money here. So what about this food? Fucking, it's ridiculous. You're right. Celebrities endorsing bollocks.
Well, helping the government.
Yeah, Stewardies.
I'm trying to think of what else. I'm sure there were other ones.
Would you accept an OBE if it was bestowed upon you for your excellent charity work? Or another one? What
No.
about a knighthood? What about the top brass?
No, I think I would.
No.
I don't
I'd
think
like
I'd
to
be
say that I
interested.
wouldn't. I'd like to believe that I wouldn't.
I
really would.
You'd sell out the first chance you got.
Sir Daniel, yeah, man. What the fuck? Yeah. I'm already a lord, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, good point.
So, yeah, no, fuck it. Yeah, no, I've already got my title. Never forget about it. Got one. People say it's a novelty, but it's not.
It's considerably cheaper and you didn't have to do any effort, Dan. So much better than whatever it was you have to do between now and when you're 70 to get a knighthood.
Like a hereditary peerage. Just do fuck all and.
That said, you never know, because like maybe when Prince Charles gets in, he's been waiting so long, he might just go mental. He might just come out with all this weird, be like, yeah, I'm cancelling the HS, we're gonna have some weird homeopathy shit, and everyone is now a knight or a dame. When he's the king, he might be like, by royal decree. We might end up the whole country going in a meltdown. Might have another. That's like a civil war.
Nah, man. Then you'd have to have just another strengthened enlightenment that just went no, royal decree, my ass, efficacy of medicine. So shut up, Your Majesty. Go to your massive house. Go to one of your massive houses and shut the fuck up about the magic water. Do all the stuff that you do for the countryside. That's brilliant. Say lovely stuff. Speak a lot of languages. You're very, very cosmopolitan. I'm sure you're a nice chap. But this needs to stop. You need to shut up about the magic water and fuck off. Majesty.
So yeah, if you're listening, you know what we think of that.
Yeah, homeopathy.
We did a bit of recording last night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Any of my Cloud Atlas stuff make it in?
Well, I haven't done anything with it. I was editing the ILM designing business process conversation that we had. Heavily. Not heavily, just so we sound brilliant. And writing the time code on it was a bit of a fucking nightmare, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, we just covered a lot of points early on, so it's trying to get, as many in as possible. So we cover the points, like some of them a few times, so it's worth pointing out. Some of them are just like long, sort of 7 or 8 minute conversations about 2 or 3 points, so. Yeah.
I bet people would rather they were listening to that than this.
I don't know, man. We sound alright, but yeah, I don't think anybody would listen to it. I don't think anybody would enjoy it as much as they did this, which is not at all. So
we're gonna have to wrap it up.
It's a good call, man. That's bang on the hour. Nice one. That's been the last sofa. I'm Dan Rowley.
And I'm Ken Trainer.
Good night. Gonna watch some Bottom.
Yeah. Goodbye, sofa. I'm crying over you. Goodbye, sofa. I'm crying over you.
Goodbye, sofa. I'm crying over you. Goodbye, sofa. I'm crying, crying, crying over you.